Stand by. 60 seconds to air.
Standing by.
Activate ERS Global Radio Network Power Grid. Initiating power-up sequence.
ERS Global Radio Network coming online. Transmitter at 50%.
Commence affiliate uplink protocol. Establishing uplink. Connection established. The United States is now online. Canadian uplink connection established. United Kingdom uplink secured. Australia is now online. Slovakia online. South Africa is connected and online. ERS Global Radio Network is online.
Transmitter at maximum. Peak power is established and stable.
Microphones and headphones at full volume. The Electric Radio Show is now on the air.
What's going on?
All right. Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to another Electric Radio Show. We're getting closer and closer and closer to Christmas. And we have a Christmas present in studio with us. The real life John David Schrader is joining us.
All right.
I'm actually shocked that you are.
Yeah,
I thought I actually insulted you away from the show forever.
Would never happen.
Quit playing around, man. Dude, thank you so much for not being totally offended by
No, I love it.
my stupid over-the-top impersonation of you. I had to put it out, man. We had to put it out. First off, John is, for those of you that don't know John, maybe you're at other parts of the country or the planet, John is a Grammy-nominated musician, singer, songwriter. All the stuff that you hear on, like, his new 121 Summers, which is his new CD, his upcoming CD, it is all John all the time. Every instrument, the vocals, the mastering. Dude, it's all you, man.
Yeah.
And, dude, I'm proud as hell of you. Man, I really am, man. I look at you. It's just that we're far beyond friends. You're like my brother, and that's why I found it so easy to pick on you. Ain't that right? I'll just do it right to your damn face.
Yeah, I love it.
But John has got brand new Christmas songs that are out. They're available for download. And, dude, you put those things up gratis, right?
I try to do something every year to put something up, and it's like I don't have much to give other than that, so I just kind of put stuff up as like my way of saying thank you for everybody who's just kind of, people have been so kind to me.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, man, you absolutely killed it this year. I mean, those songs are fantastic.
Thanks, man.
And I'm not even going to give the titles because I'm going to start becoming like this emotional mess. So, but we're going to tell you how to get John Schrader's new Christmas tunes. Andre's got a story coming up. Fast food ain't cheap. That's true.
It is true, right?
Dude, it is so true because I went to Burger King.
Yeah.
And I'm a Burger King guy.
Me too.
You know? And like you get a meal and a soda and it's small and it's like almost $10.
Yeah. Try not getting a meal. You get something other than a meal.
Yeah, it's
just like a la carte stuff. It's like $17.40.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, prices are going up on fast food, so Andre's got all the deets on that. Check this out. A woman who was told her daughter died at birth just found out that her daughter is actually alive and well. And wait till you find out how long it's been until she got to see her daughter.
It's insane.
Wow.
The story is nuts.
Oh, my God, man. I can't believe it. D-Light, you there?
I am.
Oh, God. You're hiding.
Can't you see me?
No, you're hiding behind the monitor.
Can you see me now?
I can see you now. There you are. The lovely D-Light's got the Hollywood hot wire. The very dead, sexy, sacred owl is here.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
The Zodiac Maniac. And evidently there's this new thing now that people are sleep texting.
Really? Really?
That's
Texting in your sleep. So I got all the details on that. Listener email, social shout-outs, Broke Jaws on the way. It's time to strap in, buckle up, cinch them up tight. Get ready for this thrill ride we call the Electric Radio Show.
Greetings. Welcome to the show.
Since you've been good, you get it early.
Let's get it started.
What day is it?
They should get together, form a show, and they'll have the lowest rated show of all time.
It's hopeful and true.
Say what?
You don't get no better show than this.
It's too early for this. Too early for this?
Showtime.
It's the Electric Radio Show. TheElectricRadioshow.com.
My favorite show.
Listening to the broadcast, I was wondering, what exactly is it?
This show will have laughter, tears,
topless arguments, infections caused by jacuzzi water.
It's really weird. It's about to get a whole lot weirder.
It's showtime.
Time for my favorite show.
Is it on now? What time is that show again?
It's on now.
For real?
For real.
And we're on it now.
Okay, here we go.
All right, it's showtime.
We're starting the show, and it's going to be really, really good. And there will be people saying words and stuff, and you're going to like it a lot, and you'll be happy, and you won't want it to stop. Yeah.
The Electric Radio Show. We have wires. We have electricity. Don't get us wet.
You guys are so sexy and funny. Oh, here's your coffee. Have a great show.
You're listening to The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. It's time to find out what went on in everybody's lives this week with our segment called What's Up? Guests will always be first. What happened in your life, John David Schrader? What's up?
Well, I had a recent hellish 17 hours of 2 emergency rooms, one up this way and one down to Westchester, but everything turned out okay.
Good
and,
Lord,
what I learned is how truly kind people can be. Because when I put it up on Facebook, I just hundreds of people were just, saying the kindest thing. I thought that was really sweet. So thank everybody who did that.
Ah, dude.
Cool, yeah. And I also learned that
How am I supposed to put a goofy ass name to that? I can't.
You can't, yeah.
I also learned that I get a real big tickle out of getting imitated by you guys.
Well, here, you can add something goofy to that.
Definitely.
Put an IV in, please. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Got to do the famous John Schrader with the fist clench. I'm just glad you're all right, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Dude, you never have to not call me. Yeah. You ever freaking scare the hell out of me like that again.
I'll do my best not to.
Because did that happen after I impersonated you or before? I might have actually put you in the hospital.
Could very well have been, yeah. What better way to go?
All right, your what's up is blame Jack's ass.
Yeah.
Eli, what's up?
So I have to send a big thank you out to Sacred Owl. I was at the gym this week, and my phone goes off, and it's Sacred Owl. Okay, and I'm like, I didn't see it, and I felt bad. I'm like, he's calling me. There's got to be something wrong. So I text him, and I'm like, what's going on? I was at the gym, and he calls me back, and he's like, hey, there's a store that's going out of business, and they've got bras really cheap. You should go.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And I said, Sacred Owl, you're always looking out for me. And I did. I made a beeline and out of the gym and went and bought some bras.
That's so nice of you, Sacred Owl.
Well, we talked about it on air one time, so you know how hard it was for her to buy bras. So, and my
sounds
wife
like a sleep text.
In time-honored tradition of Barry White, your what's up shall be take off your brassiere, my dear. Sacred Owl. It would have been great if D-Light would have hit you back and said, hey, they got some banana hammocks out here, too. Why don't you get out of here? Dre, what's up?
I'm not exactly sure the location of White Castle. You guys like White Castle?
I love
Belly bombs.
Oh, man.
Love them.
White Castle.
I'm gagging at everything tonight, I guess.
I don't like White Castle either.
Oh, I love White Castle. So the other day I came home and my sister-in-law had brought me a Crave case from White Castle. It's like 30 of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I just sat down and ate about probably a quarter of that box
It's like a 5-minute meal, the crave cake.
Oh, man.
28's not a quarter. Your math is off, man.
I didn't say 28.
He ate 28 out of 30.
But, in case you don't know what White Castle is, you gotta. I mean, it's amazing. You gotta
They're
look
little
them up.
belly bombs,
They're
man.
like these little slider
micro burgers.
Burgers. They're really good.
They make like 80 of them on the grill at the same time, and then they just throw onions and cheese and
good stuff.
Oh, I like White Castle.
Me too, man.
So considering you probably whacked like a good portion of that. So your what's up is Crave Face.
There you go.
Crave Face. Q.
Actually, the White Castle is 43 miles from here, the closest one.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Nyack.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you know. But
White Castle, that'll be $221 for the plug.
There you go. That's right. My what's up this week is my children and their expectation of Christmas, and you know how they my 6-year-old is actually counting down the days till Christmas comes.
Oh, that's cool, though.
You know, and but the problem is that in a couple of weeks I have a gig that I'm playing Santa Claus, and I'm trying to figure out, and they want me to bring my kids, so I'm trying to figure out how do I bring my kids and not blow the whole Santa Claus thing up for them, you know? And so, and I got the suit already, and I got the bag and stuff, and I tried it on, but he was asleep because I didn't want him to think that I'm Santa Claus, even though I am Santa Claus, but, you know, I am Santa Claus, but I'm not Santa Claus, so.
Are you going to put, like, makeup on or some kind of...
No, we're going to be the olive skin...
I was going to say, man.
Puerto Rican Santa Claus.
Santa Claus with caramel skin.
That's right, baby. I got the size for it. And I got the laugh.
All right, your what's up is Caramel Claus.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, none of us gave him any suggestions.
Because we don't know what to say.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what to say.
Well, the good thing is
I say you do Santa Claus with a Cheech voice.
There you go.
Hello, kids.
Yes, right.
How you doing?
Oh, wow, man, you know.
Ho, 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 hoy. ¿Cómo estás hoy? Yeah. Ho, ho, Jorge.
Bring your mama here. Let her sit on my lap.
That's right, man. Abuela la chingada, man.
Yeah, bro.
Let me see. Well, what's my what's up? My what's up is I was so exhausted the other night. I was sitting in the studio, and I was just trying to work on some new imaging, some new music for us, and I actually fell asleep sitting up in my chair in the studio with the headphones on and the music going.
Oh my.
Jack wants candy.
Dun, 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 dun. We want candy. Yeah, man. I had to pound back a monster at like 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, which I almost never, ever do. It's all right, John. It's a microphone. Don't worry about it.
Hey, listen, you should have just ate a can of cranberry.
Oh, and you know what? That's funny. Oh yeah, thank you for all the love and the replies on the video. I'm telling you, that was legit. I broke that record. I have not heard from Guinness yet, but I even said John came before everybody tonight. John showed up, and he was like, "Oh my God, dude, that was this." Oh, it was more like this. "Oh my God, dude, that was disgusting." And I said to him, if Guinness contacts this show, I will do it again, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I will beat my own time.
Sure you can.
Yes, you will.
I think you could.
I will
You
beat
know how to
my
do it
own
now.
time.
Absolutely.
I think you could,
I guarantee. I bet you I can hit it in under a minute.
Yeah.
So Guinness, if you're out there, come on by. We'll do it all again. You can come by, sit for a taping of the show, and watch history. I always said to my mom, being a Gavone would pay off one day.
Yeah.
And it actually is. Jack the Gavone. There you go. Coming up, Tom Brokaw, he's in. He's ready to go with the headlines. Coming up on the Electric Radio Show. Sit tight, I'll be here too.
Tonight on Gingerbread House Hunters, thanks to their growing family, Brad and Linda want a larger holiday centerpiece for the dining room table. Brad wants gumdrops. Jenny prefers licorice. As for the kids, peppermints are a must. But unfortunately, they disagree on one thing.
Hey, honey, look at this. I had the idea of putting popcorn on the ceiling.
What? No! No popcorn! They don't want popcorn stuck to their ceilings?
No, popcorn ceilings.
That's so stupid. What will they decide?
You're the stupid one.
Find out tonight on Gingerbread House Hunters. Nobody would do that, Brad.
Everybody does gumdrops.
Only on HGTV, where we'll make you watch annoying white couples shop for anything.
The Electric Radio Show.
Yeah, it gets me in the zone. Keeps it kind of tunes everything else out for me.
The hottest radio show on the planet.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's take a look at the headlines. With all the news, it is the news. What a meeting news without him. It's the news guy from the newsroom, Tom Brokejaw.
This is Tom Brokejaw with an Electric Radio Show news brief. Hillary Clinton completely ignored Donald Trump at George H.W. Bush's funeral. Or as Bill Clinton put it, welcome to the club. President Trump attended the Army-Navy football game. President Trump says he's looking forward to the winner playing the Space Force. Joe Biden says he's the most qualified person in the United States to be president because who knows more about D.C. than a guy who was alive when it was all founded. The Golden Globe nominations are out. Winning a Golden Globe is an indicator of who will be nominated for an Oscar, just like winning American Idol is an indicator of who will be performing at county fairs. The World Health Organization says that due to drug resistance, it may soon be impossible to treat gonorrhea, which is really going to screw up the medical budget for the next season of the Jersey Shore. A group of scientists wants all humans to share their DNA in a single database. That database is Madonna. The TV series Friends will stay on Netflix through 2019. Millennials haven't been this excited since their parents agreed to cover their next month's rent. Astronomer Neil deGrasse Tyson is accused of sexual misconduct. He swears his assistant just misunderstood when he said, "I'd love to get a closer look at Uranus." And finally, a Wisconsin man was convicted for tampering with sausages. If playing with your sausage is a crime, I deserve the electric chair just for what I did in 10th grade. This is with an Electric Radio Show news.
Stick around. Fast food ain't cheap. Andre's got all the details coming up. And John Schrader joining us this time around on the Electric Radio Show.
Now you can save big on Christmas toys at the Discontinued Toy Warehouse. Save huge on these discontinued toys like Ouch, the Step on a Rake game, Pin the Tail on Grandpa, the Sunny Delight or Urine game, Rabid Snoopy, Gulp, the Coin Swallowing game, the Hasbro Ass Rocket, or the Too Big for My Windpipe Jigsaw Puzzle. The Discontinued Toy Warehouse. Warning, all sales final, use toys at your own risk.
The Electric Radio Show supports the two-party system. Party all day, party all night. The Electric Radio Show found at theelectricradioshow.com. Come join the party.
It's the Electric Radio Show, and if there's one thing that we're really well-versed in on the show is the food.
Yeah.
And Andre's got a story because fast food's going up. Mm-hmm. Cue the fast food is going up music.
There it is.
John David Schrader mentioned this song in break.
So when you think fast food, you think fast and you think cheap.
Yeah,
right?
Normally you think cheap.
Normally. But that's not really the case anymore. According to a new report, the prices of fast food hamburgers have skyrocketed in the past decade. They've gone up 54%.
Yeah, I believe that.
Jackhammer.
54% in 10 years.
54%. And the average burger now costs right about $6.95.
And for the size of it.
I believe it.
Yeah. It's true, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I get out of Burger King and I get a Whopper meal, small, so that's burger, fries, and a drink, and the total is $7.77 with tax amount.
For everything?
For everything.
And what do you get?
I get a Whopper.
Okay, so I think this is focusing in on some of these new, these new kind of burgers that are coming out. These
burgers.
Right, these
Yes,
little
thank
artisan burgers.
Artisan type
and they
burgers.
jack the price up. No.
Well, it's all right.
Offense,
Use my
Jack.
name in vain.
Jack. So anyway, they're still cheaper, it says here that there are still cheaper options at the big chains. Even places like McDonald's have some burgers that cost well over $5. So everybody's wondering, why have the prices gone up?
Yeah.
Because fast food joints realized that we would pay more when they saw us doing it at a slightly nicer place. So if you notice, like a lot of these fast food places, they're rebuilding
Yes, they
the
are.
places, and they're putting
remodeling.
like a lot of the McDonald's and stuff. They have like a little fireplace going in there now.
There's
and
a
like all this-
McDonald's 50 miles from here, thereabouts 50 miles. They just bulldozed it. The only thing that was left was the concrete pad.
That's it.
Like every single part of that McDonald's went. So I can't wait to see what it looks like. Now maybe it'll be one with the
It's going to
fireplace.
be, yeah. It's going to be one of these new, and that's is what they're saying.
It's
like
not too far from where you used to live.
Okay, I lived a lot of places. So I don't know. which one.
It was on the corner of 5th and 4th.
Oh, 5th and 4th Street.
Yeah, where you had the bag and you used to ask for change.
Well, we don't talk about that anymore.
No.
Cup of nickels.
There's,
hey, you want a pencil?
But I lived over by 5th and 4th, but I spent a lot of time on 7th.
Ah. And going down on 86.
But anyway, that's a different story.
Wow.
So, yeah, man, but, these prices, they're out of control. So, I don't know.
They're fooling us,
Jack sent me over to Wendy's a couple weeks ago to get 2 cheeseburgers for Bridget.
Yes.
And
because she refused to eat her dinner.
Now she doesn't need the fries or anything like that. They wanted $9.
Yes.
$9 and change.
Because it's nice on the inside. I'll eat in the ball pit for half price hamburgers.
Yeah, that's right.
What I ended up doing is doing that 4 for $4. So this way she got a cheeseburger, 4 chicken nuggets, French fries, which she ate anyway, but and then a Diet Coke, which I
crazy
drank.
Price.
But yeah, it's crazy.
And I happen to like those are one of my favorite. Besides White Castles, those are one of my favorite burgers. But the prices are ridiculous.
Crazy.
Ridiculous.
All right, because we have a little bit of time left in this segment, just yes or no's all the way around. Is pizza fast food? Do you like?
No.
Dry?
No.
Q?
No.
John?
Depends on where it's from.
That's true. Yeah, it's true.
Pizza Hut, disgusting fast food. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Uptown Kingston. Now this is like a free plug, but when I lived in the city, this place is straight out of Brooklyn on Wall Street. It's Vincenzo. I'm telling you, there's no better pizza around here.
I'm going to Kingston tomorrow, so I'm
Vincenzo's
stopping.
right on Wall Street. It's right next to where that Tanner Dahl place used to be there.
Okay, cool. Vincenzo's is called, right?
Yeah,
give that a
family
shot.
owned.
I love family-owned
That's what this
pizza
place is, yeah.
And you know what's crazy is my wife and I, it was probably about a week ago, we were just sitting, we were, just having a good time, we're talking, and I don't know how we got on the subject, but it got on the subject of my house that I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. And she's like, I don't think I've ever seen it. Believe it or not, we Google Earthed my old house. It is still sitting there. So, and I told her, I said, okay, go down the block. And we get down from the 39th Street to 5th Avenue. You'd make a left on 5th Avenue and you go towards Sunset Park was the place to go. The damn pizza place that I ate at as a child is still there.
You gotta go.
It's called Gina's Pizzeria in Bay Ridge, New York, on 5th Avenue between 39th and 40th Street. And it says established 1968.
Well, let's do it.
And I
Road trip.
remember eating at Gina's Pizzeria. They had the best. Simply the best pizza.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn is the pizza capital of the world
Sure
because
it is.
every other store is a pizza place.
Slices the size of your head.
Oh my God, the roof shingle, man. Absolutely. So that's why the price of fast food's going up. Is that all you got, Dre?
Yeah, that's
all right. I
that's
just
what
wanted
they're
to make
saying.
sure I wasn't
That's what
cutting
they're
everything
saying.
off. So coming up in just a little bit in the Underground Spotlight, Sacred Owl has got a book review to do that we got. And it's a children's book, right, Q?
Yes, it is.
So
It's a
then
great book.
I
Yep.
could definitely relate to it. Sleeping and texting. We're going to talk about that. D-Light's got the Hollywood Hotwire. John David Schrader's in the studio with us, the real John Schrader, not my sophomore impersonation. John is working on a brand new CD. He's got that coming up. We're going to talk to him about that. Your latest CD, 21 Summers, still out there crushing it.
Out there, yeah.
Crushing it. You got your freaking invite to the Grammys this year. I saw that post on Facebook.
How cool is that?
And John puts up a lot of cool stuff on Facebook, and we'll tell you how to hook up with John on Facebook. And he does maintain his own Facebook page. You don't. You know, I know that you give your entire 250-person staff off.
Exactly.
After hours. But John's got Christmas music out, and you can download it for free. We got that coming up a little bit later. Stick around, man. This is the Electric Radio Show.
Frosty the Snow Person was a gender-neutral soul. Nothing between his thighs you could theorize. He's like a Ken doll, I am told. Frosty the Snow Person was neither trans, bi, straight, or gay. It comes as no surprise he was made of ice. That's just the way snow people are made. There was no real magic in that old silk hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, he said, "Whoa, where did you get this hat? Why would you put some strange geezer's old-timey hat on my head? Boundaries, people, boundaries." Frosty the Snow Person, yet not one grown-up would gripe that their kids would play and hang out all day with the snow adult smoking a pipe.
Merry Christmas! Come on, let's put up our stockings before Santa gets here.
Santa will bring you the bike for Christmas if you go bring Santa a hoagie. Ho, ho, ho!
How low can you get giving Kris Kringle a parking ticket on Christmas Eve? What's next? Rabies shots for the Easter Bunny?
Your nose is so red you could guide my sleigh tonight.
The world almost missed Christmas.
A little bit to Santa Claus, a little bit more for Santa Claus.
Santa's every kid. Yeah, that's strange.
Let's see what Santa has for you this year. I'm looking for some bums to come by the house and help me set up for Christmas.
Why weren't you at elf practice? 'Cause I'll be happy that it's Christmas once again. I'm going to like when I'm taking a sleigh. Happy holiday.
The miracle of Christmas.
Oh, happy freaking Christmas.
Give us a little flavor of what Christmas is like.
Christmas is out of control.
Santa's watching you.
When I sit on an old man's lap and I tell him how naughty I am, I expect to be treated with respect.
Nobody's walking out on this fun old-fashioned Christmas.
Time to get your Christmas freak on.
That was our last Christmas card.
Homemade presents are how cool families demonstrate how awesome they are.
Merry Christmas.
They gather in a secret location. They are extraordinary. We will witness their power.
Excuse me, everyone, if I can have your attention, please.
From that little black box just above your air conditioner, here's the show that hopes and prays Mel Gibson has unlimited anytime minutes. The show with an attention span shorter than a Lindsay Lohan jail sentence. The show that's hotter than the bulbs of Snooki's tanning bed.
I have free control over you.
It's the Electric Radio. We are definitely hotter than Snooki's tanning bed.
Oh, God.
What?
Nothing.
Snooki listens.
Yeah, I'm sure she
Snooki's
does.
a listener of this show. I bet you. I'm going to bet you. Right, Snooks? We actually, let me see, two gigs ago, Andre and I were doing mornings with our gig. It was our show. And we go out back of the radio station, just go out there and grab a quick smoke. And we go out there, and who is sitting in the chair? Snooki.
Yep.
Is sitting in the chair outside.
Yeah, because she's from the area that we used to live in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was there. And she was actually a really sweet girl. I liked her. I had no problem with it, man.
Okay.
All right.
I like her like cranberry sauce.
You like her with cranberry sauce? Great. What's going on over there? Yeah, maybe smothered in a little onions.
Maybe a little gravy.
Some gravy, too. Sleep texting, that's a brand new thing, I guess. That's what's happening. That's what I'm hearing. D-Light's got the Hollywood Hot Wire. Q, let me see. You gave me the paper, and I just put it on the pile like that.
Of course.
Coming up in the Underground Spotlight, we have author, who is it, Erin Sullivan. She is the author and illustrator of a new book called Peace is a Choice You Make. Thank you, Sacred Owl. You held up the big print for me. I appreciate it. And it's a children's book, and it's wonderfully illustrated. Sacred Owl, actually, you interviewed her. You talked to her on the phone.
To her, yep.
Okay. You kept it clean, I hope, because we want Erin to keep listening.
I can't promise that, you know.
Oh, terrific, man. Terrific. I love it when that happens. So we've got... Sacred Owl got the Underground Spotlight book review. John David Schrader in the studio. We're going to talk about his Christmas tunes he's got out right now, his new album, new album that he's working on, and D-Light coming up with the Hollywood Hot Wire on the Electric Radio Show.
Last Christmas, I gave you some gifts, but they weren't good enough. You ungrateful bitch. So this year, I promise you, dear, you ain't getting friggin' nothing. Why bother with women? You all are the same. That's why my preference for men hasn't changed. You wanted diamonds and a luxury trip, while my boyfriend was happy with that cheap leather wear. Gave you a Lexus and you didn't care, but the man in my life loved his latex underwear. My boyfriend was grinning ear to ear, and I only spent $10 on his fetish gear. Yes, last Christmas I gave you some gifts, but they weren't good enough. You ungrateful bitch. So this year I'll make it quite clear, you ain't getting friggin' nothing.
Jackhammer, Andre Kane, Sacred Owl, and D-Light. They're the crew your parents warned you not to hang out with. Don't you remember that?
It's the Electric Radio Show. Time to turn on the Underground Spotlight. This week, it is an author. An author. Sacred Owl was hard at work reading this book from last show till now. It is called Peace is a Choice We Make. Peace is a Choice You Make. This is why Sacred Owl reads the books, because I have a great usement for the English language and stuff. The name of the author and illustrator is Erin Sullivan.
Right.
Q, tell me about the book.
Well, the book is it surprised me because this is a children's book, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to read right through this and blow right through it. And I end up reading it, and I had to go back and read it again and read the introduction, the preface. And there's a lot of information, and given a quote and what she said here, which really emphasizes the book, is that I have a mini war going on within me. Judging myself, I would think, oh, I look fat, I hate my belly, that was a stupid thing to do, and so on and so on. So the book actually, she writes the book in the manner that you start to accept who you are.
Oh, okay.
And as you're going through the book, the character of the book, and I'm not going to, do a spoiler alert, but the character of the book has that same mentality, and by the end of the book, she discovers peace within herself by discovering how beautiful she really is.
Oh, very nice. What would you say the book is geared towards age-wise?
And that's the crazy thing. It can go from the age of 3 all the way to my age, because I learned something from the book myself. So
wow.
Right. And it's, it's called a children's book, and then she does most of the illustration, if not all the illustration. And at the end, she has 4 exercises that you do at the end of the book that she just for you to practice being at peace.
Really?
Right, and the 2 exercises is number 2 and 4 are my favorite. One is describe yourself and others. Put 5 words describing yourself and others. And number 4 is do an act of kindness every day for 30 days. Mark it on the calendar, and at the end of 30 days, look at yourself and look at what you've done.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was. I had to ask her because I got a beautiful opportunity to talk to her, and I asked her, "Are you a life coach or do you do this for a living?" And no, she's actually not. She's a writer, an artist, and she does other things. And she's also working on her second book.
That's so cool.
Really?
Yeah, with the same character in it.
Very, very interesting. So it's from 3 years old all the way up to
80.
An adult.
Yeah, easy because it's. The way she helped you find peace is by accepting who you are, and that's what created the peace.
I think, you would think that it would be just a no-brainer. Just accept yourself. I mean, for your faults, for your achievements, for everything.
Right.
And just accept who you are. And I think you'll cruise through life a lot less stressed.
Absolutely. And this book emphasizes that. And the exercise she does at the end emphasizes. She told me it took her 2 to 3 years to write the book.
Wow.
And actually, I'm looking at Erin's letter that she put. It's a beautiful letter.
Yes,
she put it in with her book. And she's actually local to us. She's a resident here in Dutchess County, and she moved here from Maine. So, if you want to check this book out, excuse me. Yes, we can not bleep that. I don't care. This is my impersonation of Sacred Owl.
There you go.
Wow, Jack, that's pretty hardcore. The name of this book, and again, it's something that a parent can read to a child. And as you're reading it to your child, who knows? You may find some inner peace yourself.
And this has become the favorite book for both of my boys.
Really?
Who are 11 and 6.
Well, you are absolutely going to keep that book.
Well, I
Sacred
absolutely
Owl.
was going to anyway.
Oh, see that?
Yeah.
There you go.
There it goes. The city's coming out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that was all you anyway. The name of the book, again, is Peace is a Choice You Make. It is by Erin Sullivan, and you could check out Erin Sullivan at ErinSullivanCreations.com. That's ErinSullivanCreations.com. D-Light will shoot you a link. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give this letter to D-Light because D can, if you would please, you can post that on our...
Got stuck.
It got stuck.
How do you stick a piece of paper in a computer monitor? I don't know how that happened. Again, Erin, congratulations.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome book.
Excellent.
Awesome book.
Erin's a homegirl, so we give you a little golfer's clap for that.
Absolutely.
You're local to us. And again, it's ErinSullivanCreations.com. Check out the book. Let me see the title again one more time, Q. Peace is a choice you make. No truer words right there. Coming up in just a moment, speaking about peace, normally you get peace while you're sleeping. You have peace and quiet. Nope. There's a new trend happening amongst people.
Oh, boy.
Sleep texting. I got that coming up next on the Electric Radio Show.
Guess what everyone wants in their living room this holiday?
The upside down Christmas tree?
No way!
Rocking around the Christmas mulch, have a happy holiday.
Yes, those festive and innovative folks from Hammacher Schlepper have done it again with the Christmas mulch. Just dump, decorate, and enjoy. Why bother with a traditional or even upside down Christmas tree this year when we can chip one and ship one to you in a bucket? We take the finest select Christmas trees we can find, throw them in the mulcher, and mail them directly to you. What family wouldn't be proud to have their own mulched Christmas tree to put gifts around?
Honey, kids, I can't tell you how proud your dad is to have a ground-up Christmas tree in our living room this year. It's beautiful.
Experience the joy, wonder, and uniqueness of the holidays this year with your very own mulched Christmas tree from Hammacher Schlepper.
Rocking around the Christmas mulch, have a happy holiday.
The hottest radio network on the planet. The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. From the Daily Mail, we can't even escape our screens when we're asleep anymore. According to a new study, and this is out of Villanova University in PA, sleep texting is a real thing.
Wow.
And it happens now. The researchers found that, get this, 25.6% of college students in the study have sent a text while they were asleep.
Come on.
Yeah. 3/4 of them had no memory of even sending the text the next morning. And the reason why people are sleep texting, we're just so damn addicted to the phone.
Yeah.
That sometimes, excuse me, I don't know what's going on.
John Schrader's rubbing off on me here.
We really are. We're addicted to the phone. I mean, I can't tell you how many times a day I pick up my phone.
Yeah.
More than 500,
me too.
I bet.
Me
I
too.
bet you it's more than 500.
Well, that's how they talk. So technically, they're just talking in their sleep because that's how that generation talks.
I never thought
You know, that's
a
so
great
true.
point.
Yeah.
That is a great point.
John,
is true.
You're bringing way too much cerebral thought to this show.
My bad.
We usually don't think that much.
That's it. Booth, shut his mic off. The reason why we are so addicted to the phone, and sometimes we just instinctively reach over, grab the phone, start messing around, evidently, even in our sleep. Have you ever sleep texted, John?
Sleep texted?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have sleep porned, but I don't think I've sleep texted.
Sleep porning? Sleep porning is good.
Yeah.
At least you're in the right position. Delight, have you ever sleep texted?
I can honestly say no.
Have you ever drunk texted?
Yes.
Have you ever drunk texted someone or a message that went to totally the wrong person?
Yes. I've done that. I've done that totally sober too.
Have you ever drunk texted a picture?
No, because I don't take naughty pictures of myself.
I never said naughty.
I don't take naughty
I said a
pictures.
picture. That's all I said.
I don't do naughty.
I don't do the naughty thing.
No.
Not on film.
Film. How old are you?
Old enough.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Dre, drunk text, sleep text?
No, I never done. No, nothing like that. No.
Q, drunk text, sleep text?
No, not drunk, no sleep. No.
Neither?
No, neither.
Come on, John. You had to have drunk texted.
Drunk texted?
You're a musician, man.
Well, yeah, I was drunk a lot. I've done a lot of things drunk. Texting could have been one of them.
It's part of the gig.
Tightrope could have been one of them.
I have actually drunk texted. Yeah. I did drunk text. I was sending a message to a person and it went completely to the wrong person. And I thought I had sent it off to the correct person.
Oh, I've done that.
And I didn't get a reply.
Yeah.
So the next day I run into the person that got the message and was like, Jack, what the hell is this all about? And I'm like, oh, drunk. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So evidently, man, sleep texting, it's a thing. Check your phone. Coming up in just a little bit, D-Light's all set and ready to go. She's going to give us the lowdown in Tinseltown. Hollywood Hotwire is next on the Electric Radio Show.
Hey, man, the holidays are all about good cheer, right? So puff, puff, give, dude. Check out this new album, A Very Wasted Christmas, featuring I'll Be Stoned for Christmas. Jules has the hookup. Please pass me the bong. Pass me the bong. Pass me the bong. It's a very wasted Christmas, dude. High on my house crop, I'm happy. I grew it hydroponically. 7-Eleven, please take me. I've got a bad case of the munchies. Dude, and even if you're not into the herb, we've got songs for you too, dude. Rico the snowman works a corner on MLK. Just drive on up with $20 and I'll give you some crack cocaine. Where's my blow? Where's my blow? Where's my blow? It's a very wasted Christmas, so eat, drink, and do merry. Jane on Dope Records. Duh.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's find out what's going on in Hollywood. It's the Hollywood Hotwire. D-Light.
So, Friends was scheduled to disappear off Netflix come January 1st, and after an outcry from fans, Netflix announced last week that it was keeping the Central Perk gang and their adventures available to subscribers for another year, and it cost them a whopping $100 million to do that.
Wow.
But apparently, that hefty price tag didn't buy Netflix exclusivity. Friends
spend $100 million and you don't get exclusivity on that?
Friends could, and that's only for 1 year. Friends could soon appear more places online. The New York Times reported that nothing in the Netflix deal prevents the show from appearing on another streaming service such as Hulu or Amazon Prime.
What?
Bad deal.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. Man, but $100 million in Netflix. That's nothing.
That's just for 1 year, too.
Yeah, but it's nothing.
That's terrible.
Wow. I'm not even into Friends.
You've never even
seen
watched it, right?
Never seen it. Did you ever see it, John?
When I was married, I watched a few. When I was married, I also watched Cupcake Wars, so.
Well, now Cupcake Wars.
Jeez.
So, Kiss vocalist and bass player Gene Simmons shared the sad news via social media that his mother, Flora Klein, has passed away at the age of 93. Fans of Gene Simmons' reality show may remember her living in her home in New York and Gene visiting her often. She and Simmons immigrated to the United States from Israel when he was just 8 years old. He said, quote, "When we arrived in America, neither of us could speak a word of English. My mother worked in a factory that was like a sweatshop." Originally from Hungary, Klein was sent to a concentration camp at the age of 14. According to Simmons, she watched as most of her family was killed. Simmons told the Sydney Morning Herald that in spite of these horrors, his mother was a positive person who sees the goodness in people's hearts. I wouldn't be that forgiving if I had been her.
Wow. I'm a big Kiss fan. I love Kiss. Are you like Kiss, John?
When I was a kid, man, I used to go in the garage and I put little smoke bombs in a tennis racket, and I swear to God, I would jam out to like Kiss Alive too.
It's one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
But Gene Simmons' show, Family Jewels, I've seen that series front to back at least twice.
Yeah.
It's a great series, and I do remember his mom being on the show. We actually had, many years ago, early 2000s, we were part of an interview with Gene Simmons. He's an incredibly smart man. Very smart.
Well, he was a teacher, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like a professor or something. Yeah, he's a very, very smart guy, self-made.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was handed to Gene Simmons, obviously.
Right.
Way to go, Gene.
Tara Reid is accusing the producers of Sharknado of making a killing off her face by licensing her image for slot machines without her permission. And now the actress is fishing for $100 million in damages. The actress is suing Asylum Entertainment and Sci-Fi Media Productions, and according to the documents, she's accusing them of false endorsement and misappropriation of celebrity likeness. She claims her contract very specifically states that her face could not be used in Sharknado promotional material if it was related to tobacco, gambling, or sexual products. I'm not really sure what if I want to know what a Sharknado sexual product would look like, but
try the new Sharknado vibrator.
She's just pissed because she did Sharknado.
She did like four or five of them.
Did she? Well, so she's equally as mad.
She cannot be pissed.
Yeah.
Dude, if you make a movie called, like if John Schrader makes a movie called Gumby NATO, and it's,
If I ever do, don't ever have me back on the show.
If you do,
just don't do it. No matter how much I beg.
If you star in the movie Gumby NATO, and then you do 4 sequels to it, your ass is on the show because you're answering questions.
Why did you do it?
Why did you do Gumby NATO?
Right.
Yeah, but still, what would a Sharknado sexual product be like? I mean, like, it's
I don't know,
crazy.
man. It's probably about this long, and it's got a dorsal fin.
I don't know. In my mind,
a little pump that has the
it's like this.
tornado.
It looks just like this. This is what it looks like. Yes, listeners.
Turn the cameras off.
One day we will have a webcam, and you can just see me go like this.
All right, we're going to end this now.
Okay.
So that's what's twinkling in Tinseltown this week. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Electric Radio Show.
This could also be twinkling
Would
in
you
Tinseltown.
stop?
Yes, it could.
It could be. The Sharknado, Gumby NATO, starring John Schrader, coming out soon. That is totally the rumor I'm starting. Coming up, we're going to chat with John. He's going to tell us all about the Christmas tunes he's got out now. We'll talk some more about 21 Summers, and we're going to talk about the new CD that he's working on, because John just never sits still. He's always do something. So he always do something. I think I need some water, or maybe a stiff drink. We'll find out. It's coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
Sit back and relax and I'll tell you the story about Santa Claus, man.
You at least know what Hanukkah is. I said, yeah, I drink the dark kind. Drink 2 or 3 6-packs every Christmas.
You don't smell like Santa.
He needs a kick in the sleigh bells.
Why is Santa putting on a rubber glove?
Have you been a good girl?
Hit the Christmas sleigh.
Jingle bell rock, jingle bells oh yeah. Jingle bell rock, jingle bells oh yeah.
You were the ones that sent me the fruitcake for Christmas. It made me
so sick.
How many days till Christmas vacation?
How did you get the reindeer off the ground, man?
Hey, Feliz Navidad.
Now, none of us are gonna get nothing for Christmas.
Merry Christmas is a trademark of the Xmas Corporation, should not be repeated without written permission.
I just don't understand Christmas.
I saw an after-school special about that.
It is important to be mindful of all belief systems at our holiday party.
You're not going to say Merry Christmas and it's a federal holiday. I'm not going to buy the lamp.
Humbug, but that's too strong because it is my favorite holiday. But all this year's been a busy blur. Don't think I have the energy to add to my already mad rush just cause it's 'tis the season. The perfect gift for me would be completions and connections left from last year. Ski shop encounter, most interesting. Had his number but never the time. Most of 81 pass along those lines. So deck those halls, trim those trees, raise up cups of Christmas cheer. I just need to catch my breath. Christmas by myself this year.
The personalities on this radio show finished all their Christmas shopping months ago.
You can't even walk around a Walmart anymore.
It's a movie theater, a library, and a music store.
Game over, man. Game over.
They have no idea there's a shocking wake-up call in store.
You're in a state of shock. Emotional trauma. Brain damage. He's got brain damage and doesn't even know it.
I told you what I do, and I drive around in my electric car, and people look at me like I'm the ice cream man.
Does your electric car have a little thing go?
See, that's the mistake. I did get that.
We're going to be the biggest thing since Edison harnessed electricity.
If you change that dial, you'll get an electric shock.
The devastation and destruction that has occurred to your faces, it's really pretty shocking.
Do you want to become a shock jock? Is that what you want?
I am in shock.
It's just shocking.
Electric Avenue.
The neighbors down there that didn't have electricity managed to put together pots of soup.
What's that? Rove walked? First time he's done that in years. Seriously, did his legs go into shock?
Madam, you have suffered an emotional shock.
Stay in your seats. Please don't panic. We interrupt your entertainment for a shocking announcement.
Electric Avenue.
It is the Electric Radio Show. This show isn't a suck fest, is it? Is it really? Is it bad?
I hope not.
Really?
No, not at all.
All right, I'm just making sure. I mean, I can tell by people's reactions in the studio. I get like the goofy eye, like Jack, the show sucked.
Well, we all talked about just about all of us collapsing tonight from fatigue.
Yeah, it's like today, like, you know, always like on a record day, it just seems like you have the worst day leading up.
Yeah.
Then you get in the studio at nighttime and we try to jazz ourselves up on Monster. It's winter. You know, and you just feel like, I just don't want the show to be a suckfest, man. It's got to be good.
Nah.
D-Light, you tell the truth.
You need to step up your game a little.
Shut up. Coming up in just a little bit, survived at birth. A woman who was told that her daughter died just found out that her daughter is actually alive and well.
This is a crazy story.
Wait till you find out how long it's been until she got to see her daughter. That's coming up. And just a mere matter of moments, we're going to chat with John Schrader, the real John Schrader, not my horse's ass impersonation of John Schrader. The real dude is here. He's going to tell us about his new music, Christmas songs, just in time for the holidays. And they're up there for free. You don't even have to pay for them. And John did a fantastic job with all of them. We got that. Listener email, Sacred Al, the Zodiac Maniac. We're only halfway through. Stick around. It's the Electric Radio Show.
The ElectricRadioshow.com.
Fooling around under the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll smoke a cigarette and we'll do some showering. You will foreplay. Santa wants to park his loaded sleigh now in the rear. He's not going there, by golly, unless he wraps his pound of salami. Fooling around under the Christmas tree, what a happy holiday. Up and down the chimney now in the new old-fashioned way.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's talk to John Schrader. Hey, Booth, bring in John Schrader with some music. Straight from 22 miles from the studio. His recent album, 21 Summers, is on the Billboard Hot 100. Currently at number 2 with a bullet. I'm full of number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not only a friend of the show, he's a friend of mine, and he's like my brother. No impersonations. Ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome, John Schrader.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, as always.
Dude, you are a busy SOB, man. You are you're just nonstop. Like, I'll hit you up, and I'm like, hey, brother, what's up? You want to go grab some coffee? Yeah, man, I'm just getting stuff done in the studio.
Yeah.
Boom. Studio, work, this, that, sick, hospital. You know,
Hey, I do that for fun.
Yeah, Jack, they flew me down to Westchester Medical Center, and I wrote a song on the way down.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't stop, man. You're like a machine, bro.
How many times I've been hospitalized for exhaustion and dehydration? Four or 5 times.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, IV bags, the whole 9 yards, and it never fails. Somebody always says
Is it
to me,
because you
gotta slow down?
Is it because you're just in the studio and you're working so hard that you don't have bottles of water? Because if I'm in here and I get working and I get that spurt, and I don't even drink water.
Yeah, sure.
You should just keep some IV bags in the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, can't you just
plug
stick
in
an IV in? And
three times was on a film. 2 or 3 times I think was on a film set. And you're going nonstop, 18 hours, 19 hours, and you're just not thinking. Same thing in a recording studio.
Damn,
just nonstop. And when you're doing everything yourself, if I didn't have to push the buttons and I could just be the guy making all the music, it'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing everything. You're playing every instrument.
Yeah.
You're writing. You're playing.
Right.
Well, writing, composing, playing, producing, mastering.
Yeah. Mastering's the only thing I don't do. I mix.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, that's right. Mix, not master. Right. I thought it was the other way around. Yeah. So, 21 Summers. I mean, we've played a bunch of cuts off your. Matter of fact, you're in rotation. As a matter of fact.
Thank you.
And so. 21 Summers is what, about a year old now?
Yeah.
Is that about a year?
Just about, yep.
And you're already working on another one.
So, I started working on the new one about, what is now? It's about September.
Oh, so it's only been a couple of months.
Well, I was writing before that, but, going through the divorce and everything, really, boom, that hits home.
Yeah.
So that's basically what the new record is going to encompass, a lot of that kind of stuff.
When you do your CDs, and all of your music is great, and we're going to give you John's website. It's johnschrader.com. Yep. And that's just that simple. And it's SCHRADER.
Yep.
So go there, and John's music is all up there. When you let a CD fly and it's done, it's off to the master, now it's out of your hands. Do you ever have songs left over to where you say... Yeah. Oh, I'm going to put that on the next CD, or no, it doesn't go?
Yeah, there's plenty of things that never got released. Yeah. Usually if I have to work real hard on a song, if I work and I can't either come up with this, or I can't come up with a hook, or I can't come up with a chorus or something, I chuck it.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff like in the vault.
Oh,
meaning the trash.
Oh, so it's not like to be put away and come out later.
No, there is stuff laying around, sure. But again, now, I look at it, and I looked at it as, it didn't cut it. It didn't sound good. I didn't like it. And so I wouldn't.
But you don't piece it together with something else? Like say, I remember I was playing around with that little riff, and maybe that'll work here.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it'll be like a piece of it, like you said, like a riff that you really like.
Right.
But the rest of the song sucks.
Funny, I feel that way about radio shows sometimes. And it's not my cast, it's me. It's me.
There's only one song that I've ever released that I technically never finished. And that's the one that when we play live that everybody sings along with. Because it's a song called Spent off of Daylight Crashing. when I wrote it, I remember when I come up with the chorus, I had the melody. So it was na 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 na, the na-nas.
Let's do that together. Ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Na 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 na.
See?
Yeah, there you go. See?
We could be the road show of John and John.
One of these days, you guys are going to take my tracks and do a karaoke version of one of my songs. And I want to hear you guys.
That would be awesome.
I will do the hidden track off of, what is that, Daylight Crashing?
Yeah.
The hidden track.
Yeah. But when I did that, I couldn't come up with words. So I had the melody and I did the na-nas, and it wasn't my intention to do that. And the more I just searched for lyrics, I couldn't come up with it. And I said, yeah, the hell with it. Paul McCartney did it, so I'll do it. So I just had the chorus come out as na-nas.
And it works.
Do you ever go way back and listen to your stuff, and then when you hear the song, it just takes you right back? You knew exactly what you were feeling, what you were thinking, what was going on in your life when you wrote it?
Yeah, mostly when you play them live.
Oh?
Yeah. I tell people, because, I told you many times with my stuff, God rest her soul, my mom used to say to me all the time, why don't you write happier songs? But I used to I was talking with the guy from Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas, and I asked him about that at a bar. And I said, how do you handle that? Because he would get asked the same questions. And he would say, I tell people that if I'm happy, I'm out living life. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not sitting down writing songs. When you're, at least for me and most writers that I know, it comes from a place of, unfortunately, of pain and anger, all that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to sound
like a therapy session almost, right?
It's cathartic, yeah. So when you go through stuff like a death or a divorce or illness and stuff like that, that's with my cancer and all that kind of stuff. That's everything that's kind of driven me as I was, growing up and writing. Now, so I just did it just to get it all out,
Right.
Christmas songs.
Yeah.
You got to tell. I already know the answer to this because you sent them all to me.
Yeah.
But tell everybody, I mean, what a great gift. I mean, you just gave the entire planet, and it's a gift of you. It's a gift of a piece of yourself. Tell everybody what the songs are and where you can get them.
Well, I did Little Drummer Boy, Silent Night, Oh Holy Night, and Blue Christmas. I did kind of like my versions of them.
They're very good.
Yeah, and what I try to do every year is I just put something out as like a thank you to everybody for being so kind to me, through the years. So I did that, and I put it up for free download, and I put the post up on Facebook with the links and all that kind of stuff. It's all over the place. I should probably put the links, actually. I'll do it on my main site, thejohnschrader.com as well, because I haven't done that yet.
Oh, yeah, you got to do that.
I'll put that on the first page so people can get it there.
And, I mean, Oh Holy Night is very, very personal to me. That's an extremely personal song.
Yeah.
And, dude, I got to tell you, man, you sent me the tracks, and I was reduced to tears in the studio. You did such a fantastic job on it.
Thank you.
And all the songs, I sat and listened to them all.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when John puts a selfie of himself on his Facebook page sleeping, he looks like the Little Drummer Boy.
Right? I didn't notice that.
I will now forever.
Yeah.
If you have a closed eye picture, I'm putting the Little Drummer Boy up there.
I have, when I'm tired and my mouth is closed, I have Christmas cartoon mouth.
You did?
Honest to God, that claymation mouth.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a thing until just now.
If you look at those pictures, and I put the picture of me up next to the Little Drummer Boy,
Yep.
I'm going, oh my God, I've got Christmas cartoon mouth. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a very, very good thing.
Well, let's just say no ladies were writing to me, oh my God, oh, you've got such sexy Christmas cartoon mouth.
Oh my God, I slept with the Little Drummer Boy. Oh yeah, the website, John's website. I need some more monster. John's website is johnschrader.com. That's SCHRADER. Put your links to your Christmas music up there. We're going to share it on our Facebook page. Look at the Electric Radio Show Facebook page. It'll be out there. Andre, when John puts his links up on his website, just link them over.
Absolutely.
Is he already linked to us now? Or?
I believe there is links up there, but yeah,
because it's on they're housed on the Reverb Nation site.
Okay,
so that's where if you went to Reverb Nation and looked for just John David Schrader or I think it's John Schrader Band. Yeah, it's John Schrader Band on Reverb Nation. It's the first 4 songs that'll come up.
We're going to make sure
that's where they're hosted.
It's such a beautiful gift. The gift of music. The language is universal.
Yeah.
It really is.
So. I I don't want to interrupt, but I just had a brilliant idea.
Oh, boy.
I think that maybe if we had John Schrader and John Schrader Jr., a.k.a. Jack, do a version of Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yes. I'm ready to do it.
Do you want me to do it as John Schrader or Bill Cosby?
Hashtag me too.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah. John Schrader's going to hang out with us for the rest of the show. Stick around. We've got listener email coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
I'll be nuts by Christmas. That you can believe. I've had to drive Uber at night to buy gifts for my ungrateful family. Christmas Eve can bite me. It's all just a crock. There are no stores at Christmas that have fingerlings in stock. I'll be nuts by Christmas, untangling Christmas lights. Later at the mall, trying to find a stall will lead to a cup reading my rights. Hey, Christmas Eve, you can suck it. In fact, all of 2017, I'll be nuts by Christmas, that or locked up in county. I'll be locked up in county.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got some wonderful people for you.
All you mommies and daddies out there who complain to the radio station, I got something to say to you.
And the first thing you've got to do is say the call letters properly. Okay?
It's an incredible metamorphosis of love and emotion and sensitivity and tenderness and fun and joy and happiness.
Did you know that this show represents help and hope?
The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Can you imagine if you were told that your child died at birth, only to find out years later that your child is alive and well?
Yeah, that's this story, and it's great. This story is out of control. Her name is Genevieve Pertinen, and she's 88 years old, and she lives in Tampa, and she never raised any children. And all 8 of her siblings have passed away, so she's been on her own for a while now. So she had a baby when she was 18, and she gave it up for adoption, but the doctors had told her that the baby died at birth. And the reason why they did that was they wanted to make it easier. They wanted to make the adoption easier for her because she was struggling with it.
Oh my God, that's awful.
They told her, the baby didn't make it.
Oh my God,
yeah,
that's just awful,
horrendous. So I guess her name is Connie Maltrip, and this is the daughter. She's 69 years old, and she lives in Vermont. So she got one of those DNA kits.
Okay.
And she did one of those DNA, where it tells you, and that's how she found her mother. So her mother was Genevieve.
What the hell?
So she contacted her mom, and they met for the first time. And I mean, this story just really blew my mind,
Dude, imagine that you're 88 years old.
You told you got a child.
And your child is 69 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So she actually grew up in Southern California, and last Christmas this happened. So they met for the very first time, and it says here that the whole reunion was pretty emotional, which I would imagine it would be.
Yeah, I would bet.
So she met her daughter for the first time in 69 years.
Dude, that's freaking horrible.
Imagine, I mean, she thought that her daughter had passed away.
But, I mean, this was the mentality, 69 years ago?
Yeah.
That was the whole mentality.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just tell her the baby died. That's it. You know, there's nothing like today, man.
Even families back then, like even with when I was a little kid, if there was somebody who was sick in the family, like I remember my mom didn't tell my dad that he was dying of cancer. That generation would do that. They would just take them home and they would take care of them.
And that would be that.
And that would be that. They didn't say that. I'm sure he knew. I'm sure people do know. But yeah, my mom said, no, I never told him.
Wow.
That was just that generation. You know, they didn't even like to anything. They would whisper like diseases.
Yeah.
Did you hear about your Aunt Susie? She had the cancer. Like, they say
that's true.
Right.
That you don't have to bring it up. That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
So she's reunited with her daughter.
Reunited, absolutely. After 69 years.
So good.
Definitely.
All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes, John Schrader will be weighing in on this doozy. Listener email is straight ahead. Oh, God. On the Electric Radio Show. It could be anything, dude. Anything.
She already told me. She says, I got a doozy for you.
Yeah, we do, actually.
I read it. I don't know if Jack's read it yet.
Oh, God. Stick around. It's the Electric Radio Show. This could be epic. This could be our very last show ever. So stay with us.
Oh, the office Christmas party will be too much fun, I fear. Expect to wake with a headache from drinking too much beer. At the office Christmas party, inhibitions disappear. There's a chance you'll table dance wearing a Santa beard. Oh no, you'll have a glow and be very drunk that night. Don't try to hit on her, I mean the boss's wife. Oh, the office Christmas party, it's a time when you get weird. Play it safe, don't be sorry at the office Christmas party this year.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Man, they're early. I didn't even say it's time to dip into the mailbag for another listener email. This one comes from Andrea in Rockford, Illinois. Dear Studio ERS, my boyfriend Mark is a great guy. I love him and hope to one day marry him. That's nice. However, his gift giving is just horrible and sometimes completely inappropriate. We love this already. My birthday was in October and he went to a lingerie store. And not even a real nice one like Victoria's Secret, but a trashy one. And he bought me all kinds of lingerie. My problem is this. Lingerie is very personal, and sizes from one store to the next are never the same. He bought me a bunch of thongs, but in extra small.
Oh.
I'm not a big girl, but I'm definitely not an extra small either. He also bought me an adult toy, of course. I'm not a prude by any means, but I think it would have been much more fun for the two of us to go pick out an adult toy together. This way, if he picks up something that I'm totally against, I could say no. But now, I have all this crap, and I can't even return it because, let's be honest, you can't return thongs or sex toys. With Christmas coming up, I'm actually scared to see what he's going to buy. It'll probably be some, like, crotchless elf costume with handcuffs. Wow. Andrea, tell us what's really on your mind. I just don't want to hurt his feelings. How do I tell him without sounding like I'm ungrateful and that I would love to shop for our adult activities together? Andrea, Rockford, Illinois. Well, now we know what's going on in Rockford.
Right.
I always wondered what happened in Rockford, Illinois. Andrea, thank you so much for telling us.
It sounds like something you would buy, Jack. Did your wife write that email?
No, man. See, I get thrown out of the toy stores.
Oh, okay.
I do. They're like, sir, please put that down. But it's so much fun.
You can't
It jiggles. It jiggles.
Hey, lady, did you ever see my impersonation of orangutan? Oh, God. D-Light, what does she do?
You just got to tell him. Just be honest. You just got to say, look, okay, here's the thing. I'm I'm not a big girl, but I'm not extra small, so it's really important. Get me a gift card, and then we can go together. It would be so much more enjoyable.
I didn't even think of that.
Man.
All right, gift card. Gift card to the adult toy store.
Exactly.
All right. Dry.
Yeah, I totally agree. Honesty is the best policy here, I think. You just gotta,
and so is a good dose of latex.
Yeah. You got to tell them that, first of all, it's not a good idea to get those kinds of gifts. And, if you want to purchase those adult, toys gifts together, I think you need to tell them that,
Well, she's not against having the adult toys.
She's not against
she just
having
wants to be a part of the purchase.
She needs to be part of,
the buying process.
She wants to go together to make sure that, the wrong one isn't purchased.
It's like this. Bada boom.
Right. Because, she doesn't want to be shocked.
Right, John. John Schrader said that. It was very musical, too.
Yeah, that was a good sound
All right.
effect.
I could agree with that. Q.
Well,
wait, hold on. You're last.
Okay.
Well, did she buy the double?
I got mines. I got the double. And it was bigger on one end than the other. I love Q, man. John.
I'm going to go ahead and be selfish. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm not really concerned with their problem, but I will take the crotchless elf uniform. So,
crotchless elf costume.
If you don't
when
like it
comes.
and you're not going to use it, please send it my way.
Oh my God!
wow.
You're going to do it?
I used to live in New York City and L.A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that.
Oh, kids.
There you go.
Come on over the house. I got an elf costume and some White Castle.
Come see Uncle John's candy cane.
I want to be a dentist.
Hermie.
All right, Q. Well, it's time for you. Come on, bring sanity to this.
Okay, yeah.
I trust you for that.
Okay, no problem. I agree with Delight about getting the gift cards.
Okay.
The other thing is that, but what I'm beginning to believe is that I think he went into the dollar discount bin.
Probably.
Because the XX small.
Extra small.
So that's from the dollar bin. I think he doesn't want to pay the money or show the money.
Yeah, how do you know that the XX small stuff is in the dollar bin?
Well, he knows where the cheap bras are.
Exactly.
So
he's on top of this stuff.
Yeah.
Right after I got my double.
Right.
So soft.
I beat it against my forehead.
But I think she should totally tell him what she feels and tell him that she wants to be part of the process.
I think that's being reasonable.
Right. And if he wants to buy gift cards to go to a specific store, then fine. But she is going to reveal how cheap he is.
All right. That's good. All right. I can relate to that. Me personally, Andrea, I think you hit it right on the head. No pun intended. I think you just be straight up with them. No pun intended. Just remember, Andrea, you got to be straight up with them because you can't lick it by being soft. You got to get right in there.
Yeah.
And just tell them. Say, look, I really, this is very personal stuff, and I think we should shop for this stuff together.
Absolutely.
There you go. It's very simple. Don't worry about Christmas. If it comes and it's just crazy stuff like that, just ignore it.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. If you got a listener email for us, just send it off to studioers@gmail.com. Subject line XXX. Okay. Coming up in just a little bit, Secret Al, the Zodiac Maniacs, on the way on the Electric Radio Show.
All right, here we go.
Turn on the radio.
Let's get started.
I think I know what people want to hear when they first wake up.
Count it down, like Rockefeller Center. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, it's like Christmas in December. Let's celebrate now.
This is going to be the best Christmas ever.
I loves me a Christmas time.
Christmas ain't Christmas till somebody cries.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
This is for family at Christmas. Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
It's showtime.
Our top story today, Santa Claus skips Christmas. You do what you want, Brian, but I am going to the North Pole and I'm going to kill that bastard.
You know, Santa's watching you.
I think you're naughty.
I checked the list twice.
In a world full of Kardashians, I'm the Chloe.
The guy through customs was like, what do you do? I said, in retail.
I know someone who's getting a gift certificate for liposuction in her stocking.
The mood is right. The spirit's up. We're here tonight. And that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply.
The personalities on this radio show finished all their Christmas shopping months ago.
You can't even walk around a Walmart anymore.
It's a movie theater, a library, and a music store.
In America, you have a right to be stupid.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber.
You are literally too stupid to insult.
Dumb. It's not dumb. It's just dumb. Why is it dumb? I don't know.
Idiot!
Live! From the radio station that just added We Saw Your Boobs to our playlist. Here's the show that's still recovering from the news that they won't be on Dancing with the Stars. The show that firmly believes a drone strike is a group of unionized robots who refuse to work.
You two are just dumber than a bag of hammers.
Yes, they are. It's the Electric Radio Show.
All right.
Yeah. More of the mayhem to continue. Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac, is all ready to give us some great news about Mercury not being in retrograde and something to do with Uranus. That's all coming up.
Very nice.
As it gives us the metaphysical report, we'll give you social shout-outs. John Schrader still in the studio. He's a glutton for punishment. This is the Punishing Electric Radio Show.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
But he still loves me so, 'cause he's a jolly old soul. He loves you. Oh, Santa Claus loves you.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Yes. It's time to get our metaphysic on with the man, the myth, the legend, the Zodiac Maniac, Sacred Owl. What's up, Q?
We have a lot of transits going on this week. First off, the sun is in Sagittarius, so now you're embarking on the trek of land of dreams. You're going to pay attention to your dreams because it's the hibernation time, and so a lot of things are going to come through you through messages through your dreaming, especially for people who are in the sign of Sagittarius, because the sun is in Sagittarius and it affects the Sagittarians the most. But be mindful. Don't waste a lot of time this week because you're not going to get that back, and then you're going to have regrets, especially with the holidays coming in the whole nine. So you be very mindful of your time, your sleep time, and your work time. Mercury is in Scorpio, so it's curiosity. Yes,
that's painful.
Yeah. Oh well, sorry. Yeah, curiosity about taboos and mysteries play a greater part in your life now. So with Mercury in Scorpio, that means that the idea of wanting to understand metaphysics or the mysteries of life, that's gonna, your curiosity about that's gonna come up. Even though it's the holiday times, it just seems like we're going deeper into slumber, and that energy is going to kind of bring everything to a head because you want to know what's going on with the universe. So just be mindful of that, and it'll work out for you. Now Mars is in Pisces, and there's a Martyr complex in the art. Yes, it is. Mars is in Pisces. Yes.
Freaking wondering what that pain was.
Yes, I'm sure it was. Yes. Now that there's a new phase that has begun in your life, you can now save the world. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's a question you want to ask yourself. But the real situation here is, especially for people who are Pisceans, you don't want to overcommit to helping other people, especially this time of the year, because then you're going to find yourself being very frustrated and very annoyed about things.
The only person outside of our usual group that I know that I can commit to help and is there is him.
Of course.
John Schrader.
Yes.
He's the only guy. Because if I say something, like, hey, John, what do you think about this? And he's like, okay, good, let's do it. I know that is gospel.
Right.
That if we say we're going to do something, we do it.
Right.
And it gets done.
That's a good thing, especially because John being the Sagittarius, it talks about commitment, because people who are Sagittarians are very committed to things, and their word is their bond.
My mother was a Sagittarius.
Yeah, and
what does it say about the sun rising at the baseball field?
It says, don't lay there naked with your bat in your hand.
Well, now talking about different signs, planets in different signs, Uranus is in Aries.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Right. So it's
She's nice.
Yeah, she is.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. It's a clean break from the past, so you want to respect all the signs that are being shown to you. A cycle has just ended and a new one's begun, especially with Mercury coming out of retrograde like it did a couple of days ago. It really has a great attitude about going towards independence and taking away old habits and old molds that have been keeping you locked into situations that you want.
Now, you said, and I remember you saying this a while ago, that if Mercury comes out of retrograde, let's just say this past one, the 7th, it came out. Doesn't it linger for a few days?
At least 3 to 4 days, yeah.
Because 3 days after Mercury was out of retrograde, I had a crap day.
Oh, well, of course.
Crap day.
Because that's probably exactly when he came out of it. Because when Mercury, as when you have retrograde, it looks like you're stopping at a stop sign and a car is going forward. It makes you think that you're going backwards. Or
okay, yep.
Okay, and that's the retrograde illusion. Okay. So as it goes direct, it stops, it catches up, and then it goes forward.
Okay.
You see, and so that's where, as it's going forward, Mercury will say, hey, let me just kick you in the behind real fast and real hard.
And it did.
Yes, it did.
Because I was fine. The last Mercury in retrograde, I was fine. Normally, I'm the one that complains. I was fine. 2-3 days after it was out, it was like the entire Mercury in retrograde just kicked my ass.
And the funny thing is, I haven't had a problem with my car since.
Not one.
Not one issue with the car. So... after that happened, I was just like, wow, okay, we got to keep going with this. Now, this week's sign, because in honor of our good friend here,
John?
Yes, we're going to talk about...
his name is John.
Yes, John.
John woke up naked at a baseball field.
Yes, he did. With his boots on.
My boots on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Johnny awoke before dawn. He had his boots on.
That's right.
And he decided to walk on down the field.
That's the commercial break story.
Well, the crazy thing about it is that John is actually an Aquarius, and the Aquarius, you need to move on from more serious matters and be more likely required to pay attention to early things that are coming now, like towards the end of the month. Details are coming because opportunities coming towards you, but it's also a time to relax, to catch up with old friends, accept invitations, go to group activities, even up to early January. This is a good time to give consideration to important priorities over the next year and show up something that came up in November. All that's going to be resolved before January is over for you.
Go to group activity.
Yes, it is. Yes,
at a baseball field.
At a baseball field. Yes.
During Little League.
During Little League, and you just make sure you don't pitch too much.
Oh, John's a catcher. He is.
Yes, he is. And we have. What you want to realize is that a lot of energies are working very strongly, especially in the dream state. So you want to pay attention to the messages that you get, as subtle as they are. I call it looking at the breadcrumb effect. And with this astrology going on, pay attention to breadcrumbs. All of us in here, pay attention to the different messages because it's going to lead you to some good stuff.
From dreams.
Yeah, really
I had a
good
dream
stuff.
about a crotchless elf suit.
Did you really?
Wow.
With or
all
without
of a sudden,
handcuffs?
D-Light brings it up.
I only read
Dreams
the
do
email.
come true.
Yes, they do.
That's a transit. So, thank you. That's it?
That's
all
it.
you got? All right, that's all he's got. Sacred Owl
Thank you,
Zodiac.
Sacred
All right,
Owl.
you're welcome. All right, listen, if you want to get a reading from Sacred Owl, from the man himself, it's simple. Go to theelectricradioshow.com. Sacred Owl has his own page. It's by design. You can reach out to him directly. We are out of it. When you send that message off, it goes right to Sacred Owl. Book a reading. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it.
It'll blow you away. It will. Dude, you know what I thought about? I had a dream the other night. That's funny. I had a dream about everything that went down at the Shanley when Sonny.
Right.
John, did you see that video?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
dude.
That was.
I'm telling you,
It
man,
was intense.
I mean, if you watch it, you're thinking. I think anyone who doesn't know you would think, "Oh, that's got to be fake." Come on,
Yeah.
it's too spot on,
dude.
But I was looking at it, going, "Oh,
I had a dream. It was like the entire thing played out again,
Right.
Yeah.
as it happened, and it was as if I was there. And if anybody watches that video, I had no reservation in that video. I was talking to my dog.
Right.
Yeah, you felt it.
Yeah, I did. It was like I was taken someplace else. Like I was there, but my mind wasn't there. I was playing with Sonny.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now I can't even watch the video without crying.
Sure.
Because it's crazy.
The
But I
video's up
dreamt
on our
about the whole
website.
thing the other night.
Well, everything that happened was on cue because it's like as soon as the dog knew you were going to talk to it, it got excited. There was a response.
Dude.
Right on point. Right on point. So there's no doubt about that.
Got to figure out what those breadcrumbs mean.
Absolutely.
Again, get a hold of Sacred Owl at theelectricradioshow.com. Social shout-outs coming up in just a couple of minutes on The Electric Radio Show.
At last, the Christmas compilation CD every meth head can enjoy. Have yourself a methy little Christmas with all your favorite meth-related holiday songs.
I'm dreaming of some white crystal, meth and less insects in my skin.
You'll get timeless classics like Up on the Stovetop.
Up on the stovetop, something's wrong. This meth batch has cooked too long.
Oh Little Town of Bethlehem.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem, our trailer's up in flames.
It's beginning to look a lot like Crystal.
It's beginning to look a lot like crystal. Meth upon my stove. I heated some kerosene for a batch of amphetamine. It's time to scrub the tiles on the floor.
Have yourself a methy little Christmas. It's a tooth-grinding good time.
All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. My two front teeth. My two front teeth.
So what are you waiting for? Stop screaming at those demons in the basement and order yours today.
It's the show that gives you multiple eargasms.
Oh, yeah!
Here you go, baby. It's the Electric Radio Show. Found at theelectricradioshow.com.
I am Santa Claus. Ho, 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 ho.
Flying through the snow, can you hear him? Ho, ho, ho! He's so full of cheer, only has to work one day a year. Children in their beds, visions of sugar bombs fill their heads. So many kids out there, Santa must be a billionaire. Red suit, boots are black, big sack of toys hanging off his back. How much does he weigh? How do the reindeer pull his sleigh? Nobody sees him as he travels the world. Leaving his presents for the good boys and girls. Sees every move you make. Better be good for goodness sake. Leave him cookies and beer. He'll be back to your house first next year.
Santa Claus. Ho, 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 ho.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's give it a little love for you guys loving us all week long on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Social shout out, starting with Facebook as always. Go to Dade County, Florida. That brings us Kylie Brody. In Pleasant Valley, New York, we have Erin Orlando. And Los Angeles, California, The Doors. Nope, we have Julie Ferrara, though. Thank you so much for the love on Facebook. On Twitter, in Germantown, New York, we have Kathy Shear. In Winston-Salem, North Carolina, we have Timothy Gear. Is this going somewhere over there? And in Chicago, Illinois, we have Brianna Marie. So thank you for the love on Twitter. And my favorite social media, Instagram. From Richmond, Virginia, we have Kimberly Stoddard. In Broward County, California, Broward County, I just need some sleep. Broward County, Florida, we have Mary Jane. And, of course, in Pompano, Florida, we have Cheetah Pompano Gentlemen's Club.
Road trip.
Fly us down, fly us down, fly us down. John Schrader, too. There will be 5 on that trip.
I got my boots ready for that one.
There you go. Nothing else. If you guys want to get some love on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and the social shout-outs portion of the show, it's real simple. Go to theelectricradioshow.com, click like, love, share, and put a little note. Say, hey, give me a social shout-out. Who knows? We might be just picking you coming up next. We're going to close things up straight ahead on the Electric Radio Show.
We're ending the show, and we hope you enjoyed it very much. Many things transpired here today, and we hope you stick around for whoever's next, because they're really, really, really good as well.
All right, big finish.
Show's over, folks.
That's it. Go home, everybody. None of this ever happened. Well, kids, that's our show for today. And now, in the words of Mr. Cole Porter.
It's over. Bye-bye from us to you.
This concludes our broadcast day.
And that's going to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, man, we're all in the studio, and John and I, we look like the Walking Dead.
Yeah, I feel like it, that's for sure.
But, dude, man, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. I love coming on.
It's always a blast when you come by.
I love coming on.
And definitely check our Facebook page, John Schrader's Facebook page. We're going to link John's page to ours. Go up there and get these Christmas songs. They're absolutely free. Time perfect for the holidays. You're going to love them. What the hell was that?
I'm sorry. I tried to do it away from the microphone.
All I heard was...
I'm sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, all of a sudden I just had to cough really bad.
Oh, I thought you were cinching up the crotchless elf costume.
No, I don't like it too tight.
Did it arrive already?
Yeah. Just like that. Well, Amazon's got drone service.
Yeah.
You're right.
But definitely, it's johnschrader.com, and that's JOHNSCHRADER.com.
Correct.
Check it out, man. Your music's up there. 21 Summers, Daylight Crashing was an awesome CD.
Thank you, brother.
That's
Thank
still in my car, dude. I play that all the time,
Thank
man. I'm like... Dude, I'm like fanboy. Truthfully, you're one of my best friends, if not the best friend I have on the planet, and I like fanboy over your music, man. Totally.
I'll take it. Thank you, man.
So definitely check them out, johnschrader.com. As always, we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us for another electric radio show. And police, fire, EMS, dispatchers, thank you for what you do in your community every single day to keep everybody safe to go about their daily lives in peace and happiness. And to the greatest fighting force this world has ever known, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, thank you for what you do for us and others around this great planet of ours to keep everybody safe from tyranny, oppression, and terrorism. Everybody take care. Be well. We're back here in a little over 6 days with another electric radio show.
Take care. God bless.
See ya.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you to all our troops. God bless America.
Here to perform our national anthem, United States Navy veteran and national recording artist, Dave Bray, USA.